Hello, my name is Hector Velazquez and welcome to another episode of GCSA 8 Inside the Shop. So I'm a little excited. I finally got this generator cut out, done, in time for this day's video. Today we're going to be talking about how a generator works and how it produces electricity. Now, we have a lot to talk about, so let's go ahead and jump right into it and let's get started. Okay, first of all, let's talk about what is a generator. Well, a generator is a machine that converts mechanical energy into electrical energy. Generators do not create the electricity, but instead use the mechanical energy supplied to it to force the movement of electric charges present in the wires of its windings through an external electric circuit. All right, let's look at some of the components that make up the generator. Two main ones. We have the rotor, the rotating part, typically an electromagnet or permanent magnet that creates a magnetic field. It's driven by an external mechanical force, whether it's a turbine engine, wind, in our case, gas powered. The next component we have is a stator, or the stationary part, and it consists of a conductive coils or windings arranged around the rotor. The rotating magnetic field induces an AC voltage in these coils. Now we have Michael Faraday to thank for the generator. It was in the early 1800s that he discovered the process by which a changing magnetic field induces an electric current in a conductor. And this here is one of his experiments. So what I did, I took 6 foot of wire, wrapped it around an impact socket, taped it up to hold its position, stripped the ends, and now I'm hooking up my probes to either end of the wire, just like this. Now this is a typical magnet. There's nothing special about it. I'm going to turn on my meter to voltage, AC, or DC, I'm sorry, and I'm going to move the magnet in and out. And as you can see, by me moving the magnet in and out, we are producing voltage. Just like that. I even seen up to 5 volts coming up out of this thing. That is pretty amazing. So what happens then, as the rotor turns, electromagnet is creating AC voltage in the stator. Now, in this case, there's no permanent magnets. It's an electromagnet. So now within the rotor is an exciter. An exciter produces enough DC voltage to charge up the coil and makes it magnetic. Think of it as a governor in an engine. As you have more demand for power when you plug in your devices, where the exciter is going to increase the DC voltage in the rotor, which then increases the magnetism, which then increases the voltage that it's putting out. And it'll fluctuate up and down as it demands the need for voltage. Pretty amazing. As you can see, being able to understand how a generator works is actually pretty interesting. It took a little bit for me to even wrap my head around it, right? How that works and how just pushing a magnet through coil windings just produces voltage. Pretty crazy. Anyways, I want to thank you for joining me here today on GCSA 8 Inside the Shop, where we're helping technicians one wrench at a time. And we'll see you in the next episode.